Hello. Let's first connect to the OpenShift cluster, and we will go through the steps that we need to follow to install Watsonx on this tutorial. So as you can see here, this is a clean cluster. We're gonna delete these two pods that are coming from the cluster installation, and let's get back to the home page. So on this tutorial, we are gonna be using one repository, which includes this one here, which includes the steps that are needed to do an on-premise installation of Cloud Pak for Data. The first step consists on creating a new project. On this project, we are going to be creating the different resources that are needed to complete the installation. It is going to be quite easy. We just need to paste into the console this YAML, which includes all the basic components of the project. Next step will be adding a secret, and that is going to be holding the entitlement key. We just follow the same step. We just make sure that the project was created. Is this one, the first on the list, right here. And we will include a new YAML coming from there. We just remove this placeholder and replace it with a valid entitlement key, which you can get from the IBM website. We just copy the key and paste it right here. Okay, now let's make sure that the secret was created on the project of the installation. As you can see, this secret here is holding the entitlement key that we just created. Now we move to the next step. This is a full config file, which is gonna define which are the different components that can be installed following this procedure. So let's copy first the full config, and we are gonna go through it in detail in the following step. We just copy this template. We get back to the cluster, click here and paste it. Now, this long config file includes several different definitions that are going to be needed throughout the installation. And we just want to change all the values that are needed. The first one is this one here, which is the domain that is defined on the cluster ingress. And this is the default value that you should paste here. Now we go through the different pieces of the configuration. We move into these data fields here. All these will remain as they are by default. Now all the components are going to be marked as remove, as you can see here. And we just need to make sure that we switch this value from remove into install. That way, the installer is going to take the value and will run the specific task that is going to be needed to complete the different installations. So this component here, which is Watsonx AI, is going to be installed. when you select the status to install, you can choose from a very long list of models. We are not going to be using any of these models, only this one here is going to be marked as install. And the reason is that this model is the only one that is not going to be needing a GPU, a dedicated GPU. So Watsonx Orchestrate is also going to be installed on this run, and that is why we've set it to install, and then all the rest of components are going to be removed. So we just create this config file, and this config is going to be saved into the same project. As you see here, this configMap, there is a new configMap which has been created. So the next step is going to be creating the pods that are going to be running the installation itself. So for this, we're going to be getting back to the installation procedure, and we will copy right after the config map. We will copy the template that you will find here where it says start a deployer. So when we copy and paste this definition, a new set of pods are going to be created on the cluster, and these pods are going to be actually the ones that are going to be running the installation. We don't need to change anything from this definition. We just click create, and we need to give some seconds for the image of the installer to be downloaded into the cluster, and several pods will be created. So as you can see here, the container is creating. This first container is just going to be setting up the right permissions on the different volumes that are going to be holding the configuration files. And as soon as this first container is created, let's just give it some more seconds. We just need to make sure that this first one is completed. And yeah, so you see here, the first run was completed, the one which is called start. And then two new pods have been created. One is the back pod, which is going to be started all the time. And then this one here is the one that is actually running installation. So as you can see here in live mode, you will see the output of the different Ansible tasks that are run throughout the installation. Now, as the components that we have chosen are, let's say, heavy, it is going to be taking some time. You don't need to do anything in the whole process. You just need to wait and see how this process completes. It's going to be taking several minutes, maybe depending on the load of the cluster. It might take you, I don't know, a couple of hours. It really depends on how powerful the cluster is. But as I said, you don't need to do anything other than waiting for the full installation to be completed. So you can see here that several projects have been created already. From the first one that we manually created, which is this one, the Cloud Pack deployer. So let's give it some minutes. Okay, so we're back. As you can see here, it has taken a couple of hours to complete a full installation. And now I'm going to show you the different projects that has been created for the full Watsonx AI and Orchestrate installation. Now, when the installation is completed, you will be able to access the Watsonx console using the values that are going to be found on the installer itself. As you see here, it is completed. You can now click on it, get to the logs, and at the end of the log you will get the URL, the user, and the password to get access to the installation. So let's copy the URL, open a new window, and we will be getting into the UI of Watsonx. We just copy the username. By default is this one here, and the password is this one here. So if we copy the password, click login, you will get into the Watsonx console. So by default, you will get access to the user experience of what is called the software hub. You will see all the different components that you have. You can choose here and see the services that have been installed. Obviously, the services that has been installed are those that we selected on the configMap that we created at the very beginning of this video. You see here Orchestrate, Watsonx AI. So you can go and this is the home page. You can go and select a different user experience. This one is software hub, but we can click on the Watsonx user experience, and you'll be able to see the the UI of Watsonx itself. The same happens with Cloud Pack for Data, which is also a different using experience of all these components. So the full stack could be installed using this process. And as I said at the beginning of the video, you will be able to get all the different installation details through the back pod that is created. So if you open a terminal on it, you will be able to get into the details of the configuration going through these directories. If you get to cpd config, here is the YAML that is going to be holding all the different details of the installation. You will also get a copy of the different components that were installed and all that. So that was it. I hope it was useful for you. If you're interested on any other particular tutorials, please let us know.